Today we are talking about security group. You see, security group, they are also known as firewall. They are the fundamental of network security in AWS. And the funniest thing about it is that they are the one that control traffic to enter your EC2 or not to enter your EC2. So take a look at this example. In your house, you have a gateman at the entrance. Now that gateman is the security group that allow people to either come inside to see you or that deny people from seeing you. So it means that if the gateman tell them that Oga no dey around, those people will not be able to enter. But if the gateman tell them that you are around, that they can enter, that's when they will enter. So that is exactly how security group work with EC2 instances. Now let's talk about the basic functions of security group whenever it is attached to EC2. The number one is that the security group actually decide the kind of ports that anyone can have access to on the EC2. So it can decide that, okay, you can only connect to port 22, or you can only connect to port 21, or you can only connect to 3306. So those are the kind of things that security group we actually control. That's number one. Number two is that the security group, whenever it is placed in front of EC2, it will also decide the kind of IP address it is going to allow. It's going to actually tell whether it's going to allow IPv4 or IPv6. That's number two. Number three is that it controls EC2 inbound traffic, meaning that it controls who can have access to EC2. That's number three. Number four is the security group also controls the outbound traffic. It also states where the EC2 instance can be connected to. So those are the basic four functions of security group whenever it is attached to an EC2 instance. Now, for better understanding, take a look at this picture. You see that at port 22, only my computer IP can have inbound traffic to the EC2. While any other traffic, apart from my own IP address, will be denied or blocked. So you can see. Now, if you take a look at the outbound traffic of the EC2, that is telling us the kind of things that EC2 can go and do. Now, if you look at it now, you see that the IP range is set to To 0.0.0.0/0, and that is a global IP. And that actually tell the EC2 that, EC2, you can connect to any services outside. Meaning that you can call API of another services. You can connect to another services. You can install, you can download from anywhere. You understand? So that's what that particular outbound rule states. This also shows how security group operate at the EC2 level. So it will only allow my own IP address at that port 22. You understand? Why anybody else that want to connect to the port 22, it will deny them. Then if you look at the outbound, you notice that it can actually access anything outside. So that is what this picture simply means. Now, these are the things, these are the rules that you need to know about security group. Number one is that security group can be attached to multiple instances. Meaning that you can create 5 EC2 instances, 10 EC2 instances, and attach only one security group to it, and it will work fine. That's number one. Number two is that security group is regional scoped, meaning that within one particular region, you create a security group for that region. And that security group can be used for any services within that region. For example, maybe your region is China, and you create maybe 5 EC2 instances. You can use one security group for the 5 EC2 instances. Then if you now go to OYO, that security group that you created in Vagina, you can't attach it to the one in OYO region. So it is not possible. That is number two rules. Another thing you need to understand is security group, it is not inside the EC2. It is outside of EC2. Even the EC2 cannot even see it. But it is just the one that is controlling the traffic that can have access to the EC2 instance. Number four is that it is very, very good to maintain one security group for your SSH access. Then number five is that if you can connect to your EC2 instance via maybe HTTPS or SSH or any kind of port, just know that the problem is actually from your security group. It means it's either your EC2 is blocking it or it's not. Then number six, by default, all inbound traffic in EC2 are blocked. By default, all inbound traffic, like anything I want to enter EC2, is blocked by default. By default, all outbound traffic in EC2 are authorized, and that's why it is always placed at global IP 0.0.0.0/0. So as you all know that every instances or every application, every system has 65,335 ports. So EC2 too have 65,335 ports. But I'm going to list out some common ports that are usually used, because others are actually blocked naturally by what? By the AWS. Now, the common port, number one, we have port 22. Port 22 is for SSH access, and it is the port that you use, the owner of the EC2 instance used to access it using the CLI. That is number one. Then we have port 21. This one is called FTP port. So this is file transfer protocol port. This port is actually used to transfer or to upload files into the EC2. Then we have port 22. This is SFTP. This is secure file transfer protocol. This is also used to upload files into the EC2 through SSH. Then we have port 80, which is HTTP. That is hypertext transfer protocol, and this is used to access unsecure website. Then the second one we have HTTPS, which is hypertext transfer protocol secure. This is used to access a secure website. Then we have port 3389. This is RDP. RDP simply means remote desktop protocol. Now this is the protocol that is used to log in into the Windows instance. Then we also have 3306. This is the port for most of those databases like MySQL, Google database, and some other database like that. So those are the common ports that can be found most especially on EC2. So it is your work as a solution architect to configure the port you want to allow to open or the port you want to allow to be locked or blocked.